let's bring out the starters for Gordon.
All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Jaden McDaniel. And it's Gobert in at the 5.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's Jokic missing. Randall passes to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And here's Randall. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
Now here's Gordon. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Murray, the pass to Brown. Back to Murray. Jacks up a 3. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, that's Jamal Murray's game in a nutshell. A score-first guard with great confidence.
Conley against Murray. Gobert with a screen on Murray. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And he can't jam it through.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Here's Brown. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. The amazing Nikola Jokic, Dan. How fun is this guy for us to watch every time we do a game?
Yeah, he's such an interesting guy, Kevin. He's got so many skills, and he's led the league in touches, but he's near the bottom in how long the ball sticks in his hand, constantly making quick decisions and passes. This guy is really like watching the best we've ever seen.
I would agree. And what a quality to know where to go with the ball when the pressure arrives.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
Gordon, that's in there. Murray with the assist. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Randall. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. Hits the three-point bomb. Edwards got 7 points. And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Sharge checked in for Denver. Michael Porter comes in for Aaron Gordon. Minnesota also making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. Now here's Porter, coming off a stellar performance against Utah.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Fires from 14, and again it's Minnesota.
and we've seen Randall add a three-point shot. However, this is the area of the court he's most comfortable, that mid-range.
Here's Murray, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Charge inside. He's against Reed. The shot by Charge, no good. Minnesota leading by 4. Alexander Walker on the wing. Randall with the ball, outguarded by Murray. Picked by Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good.
Alexander Walker. 2 shots.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. From deep three-point territory. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
They've got Porter. He's out there with Russell Westbrook. Peyton Watson is out there with Charge. It's Najee in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Trailing by 2. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejection.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. And that one's good by Clark.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Westbrook kicks to Watson. Back to Westbrook. Charge up top. Stolen by Reed. DiVincenzo against Westbrook. Pass to Alexander Walker. Clark outside. Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Porter. Shot clock at 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, that she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Catching up on the changes for Denver. Christian Brown comes in for Peyton Watson. And Murray subbed in for Najee. Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Clark. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target with his 3.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Back to Westbrook. There's the 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Pass to Gobert. Now Alexander Walker. Feeds away. DiVincenzo against Westbrook. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Jokic. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just play unselfishly.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic, he's checked in for Saric, and it's Peyton Watson in for Michael Porter. And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. The Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in. 1:57 left here in the second. Now, here's Watson. Not a lot of room. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Here is Edwards, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Edwards, that's good.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Jokic. Over Gobert, and it's Jokic missing. Minnesota with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Edwards inside. He's covered by Westbrook. 11 feet away. Edwards, no good. The Nuggets trail by 9. Westbrook dishes to Murray. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Murray. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Here's Edwards. Edwards loves it in there.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so we conclude the first half. Minnesota on top as they end the second quarter. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Howdy, folks, and without further ado, Portland with the lead against the Knicks in New York City. Second quarter being played there in a close one.
We've been watching this game in the back.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at point guard. Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark, and he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the Big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night. Randle
against Gordon. Back to Murray. Outside Gordon. 4 on the clock. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Out to Edwards. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 9-point game. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring to us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. The free throw drops for McDaniels. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Jokic kicks to Porter. In the corner, Murray with it. For 3. Porter, no luck.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
McDaniels against Porter. Conley with the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Brown. Got it. Good job in the low post.
The passing ability of Jokic, the way he sees the floor, it's off the charts.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And Minnesota has possession. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Inside, here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, it might not be fair, but most nights we expect Edwards to put up big scoring numbers. That's what you ask of your stars.
Here's Murray. And there it is for him. Murray's got 5 points so far.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Outside Edwards. Latrey. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Gordon. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Murray, the pass to Brown. Now Gordon. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. He has 5.
Well, he's not an elite three-point shooter, but Gordon makes just enough threes to be a threat from out there.
Edwards drawing the double team. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Nuggets trail by 7. Jokic inside. Gobert on him. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Well, what else can you do against Jokic but get as physical as possible defensively?
2 shots.
Free throw, good. Jokic. We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can, don't we?
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size, he's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things. Tries
again. Oh, Jokic powering inside.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
DiVincenzo kicks to Randall. No good, unable to end this run.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
And the size Porter Jr. has helps him on those physical takes. Great work inside there.
Randall surveying the D. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Timberwolves ahead, leading by a point. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Michael Malone moments ago with some words for his players.
Stops and run. Stops and run. Sense of urgency, man. Come on. We got to get this win.
Trying to stoke the fire under his team. Mike Malone asking his guys to seize the moment.
And this is the time when the leaders on the court need to step up, take control, and make things happen.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Jamal Murray is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Peyton Watson. Then it's Dario Saric, and it's Brown in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Westbrook, true on the 14-footer.
Just so versatile. I mean, Westbrook can go to the hole, bring it back out for 3, or in that case, just rise and fire from mid-range.
Here's Miller, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And so he hits both. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
DiVincenzo with a screen for Miller. From the arc. Reed gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Superb focus from Reed. He excels at using his strength to push through contact inside.
Now here's Westbrook, defended by Alexander Walker. That one good for 2.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
A different look for Denver. Zeke Naji comes in for Saric. And it's Aaron Gordon in for Peyton Watson. Timberwolves also changing it up. Minot's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Clark. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. With the game in the balance, Coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. Told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Thank you, David. The offensive rebound. Murray dishes to Westbrook. Gordon with a screen on DiVincenzo. That ties it up. Westbrook's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Westbrook is so much more difficult to defend when that 3 ball is going down.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the basket is good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
For the Nuggets, Jokic has checked in for Naji, and Porter subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Murray against Conley. Now here's Murray. He's covered closely, and they double up Murray. Shot clock at 2. Gordon for 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Back to McDaniel. Sinks the triple. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initially.
Here's Jokic. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Edwards. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Man foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Here's Jokic to end the run. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Conley with it. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Edwards looking it over. Edwards slashing in. Porter with a block.
The size of Porter can sneak up on you. He's a surprising 6'10".
Brown the pass to Porter. It's tipped. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, when you need a bucket, run the offense through Jokic.
And here's Conley outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And they can't be happy they fouled Murray there in the act. Jamal is lights out at the line.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so Murray nails both of them. 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and he commits the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Mike Conley taking 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, respected both on and off the floor, Conley is one of those guys that leads by example.
.26 seconds left in the game. Offensive rebound. Jokic. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
14 foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about takes a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end when the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Julius. Now look, you're banging in the paint, but what do you see from your backcourt?
They do a great job of, they obviously can score the ball, but getting us into things and running the offense very well and leading the team that way.
Well, they led you to